Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making a crustless, keto, high protein pizza recipe. I'm asked all the time, Connie, what do I eat? And I have very simple recipes that will help you with variety and quick, easy, delicious recipes that you can make on repeat and enjoy a low-carb lifestyle to maximize your efforts for fat loss and weight maintenance. That's a mouthful. With this super simple recipe, we're gonna take about a pound of Italian sausage. I have about a pound of a pork Italian sausage. You could use chicken, turkey. You could even use ground beef or ground turkey without a sausage seasoning. It'll work either way. This is super simple, super quick. We're gonna brown the sausage. And of course, I don't have to say we wanna eat healthy animals. So a nice pasture pig, beef, chicken, turkey, whatever you choose. But go ahead and brown that off. Make sure it's cooked through. If you are using just ground beef or ground turkey or ground chicken, then you can season it up with salt and pepper. But this is pre-seasoned. It smells really good. That's pretty good, ready to go. Then I'll turn the heat off and separate this, take it out of the pan because I'm gonna cook some mushrooms. We're gonna cook the mushrooms in the fat and the drippings from the meat. I wanna use all that goodness, all that flavor. Turn that heat back on. We've got about a couple cups of organic mushrooms. Let those cook down. I do cook pretty simply these days. I don't use a lot of ingredients. I don't use a lot of cheese. Today we're having mozzarella cheese, some pizza sauce, pepperoni, and this should really tick the boxes for the pizza craving that might come up now and again. It's also good for leftovers. Those will take a few minutes. We'll just be patient and let them sweat. You can add an onion to this. You can add some bell pepper. Today I have super simple ingredients. I'm gonna go ahead and season these mushrooms with just a little bit of sea salt. Make sure everything has plenty of flavor, because when we do eat, we want it to taste good. This is gonna be a layered dish that I'm gonna put in the oven. So I'll turn my oven on to about 350. These are done. I'm gonna turn the heat off and again, move them out. And we're gonna add the sausage right back in here. It smells yummy. Okay, so that sausage goes right back in the pan. We don't need to, this is a cast iron skillet, so a skillet that can go in the oven. Or you can put it in a baking dish. Now this isn't gonna be a pizza that you pick up. You're gonna eat this with a fork. I'm gonna add a little bit of mozzarella cheese just to kind of bind it all together. This is shredded organic mozzarella, and I probably have about 4 or 5 ounces here. And we're just gonna kind of mix that cheese in so it'll melt when we bake it and kind of bind the crust or the base, the foundation, and that should be just fine. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar-free pizza sauce. This is an organic can of pizza sauce, tomatoes, Italian seasoning, maybe a little bit of oil. It smells delicious. It smells like pizza. And we're just gonna kind of spoon that over, make sure there's plenty of sauce. That looks pretty good. Then I'm gonna add pepperoni. I'm gonna layer it pretty thick. I also think sometimes pepperoni is a nice little snack. You can just kind of saute them up and then they kind of dry out and you eat them like chips. That's a nice salty snack. You don't want to do that too often, but every once in a while it's fine. So that kind of covers the pizza sauce, and then we put our mushrooms on. You don't want to add the water that's accumulating in the bowl. So drain those mushrooms. This looks delicious. And we'll finish off with cheese. Generous coating of cheese. Cheese is something that I do every once in a while. I find that I'm fine with my weight maintenance. I don't do a lot of cheese, but occasionally I'm fine with cheese. If you've been eating more cheese than you think you should, maybe save this recipe for another time. Okay, there you have it. This is going to go into an oven, like 350 for maybe 15-20 minutes. And we'll have a really delicious, kind of fun meal. Here we are, about 15 minutes in a 350 convection oven, and bon appetit. Let's switch gears for a bit. Let's talk about what to eat, how to get all that protein in. I'm going to suggest, depending on who you are and how much activity you get, which you should be exercising, of course, we're going to prioritize protein. And I'm going to give you a couple of options, ideas to hopefully get your 80 to 100 grams of protein in. Some of you need more. Not many of us need less, but let's kind of play around with a good 80 to 100 grams of protein every single day. Right now it's November, and the whole world is going to start offering Black Friday deals, which is amazing. The Equip Food Prime Protein is, they will offer you a 15% discount. It's a beef hydrolyzed protein powder that is super clean. And I eat a scoop of it at least once a day. A scoop of the Prime Protein is about 20 grams of protein, and it goes far in, I'll add it to plain Greek yogurt. I'll add it, if you're dairy free, you can add it to coconut yogurt or a cashew yogurt. You can mix it in a smoothie with maybe an almond milk or just water, adding maybe a little bit of fat in, because fat will keep you satiated and fat won't increase your insulin. So maybe tablespoon of melted butter into a blender with some protein powder of your choice, really, and maybe some nut milk or just water. But that can be a really good bump of protein. You can add the protein powder to a couple eggs and make pancakes. I do have some recipes for, puddings. There's a lava cake. Search around on the internet. There's a ton of great recipes you can use your protein powder. Cookies, honestly, use that resource, a clean protein powder that works for you, and you'll know if it doesn't work because you'll have a tummy ache, you'll be bloated, you'll have diarrhea, you won't feel good after eating it. But find one that works and utilize it. Then there's the meats. There's beef, there's lamb, there's pork, chicken, seafood. Obviously, those are protein sources. And the example that I'll give today is I had a pork loin and I threw it in my Instapot to braise it, and we had tons of shredded pork. We always use sustainable meats. That's important from a sustainable farmer. We want to make sure that we're being responsible and doing the best that we can. I don't do that at every meal. Quality meats are important to me, but I do the best that I can. And I just want to offer that for you. Do the best that you can. So we use the shredded pork in several meals. I had quite a bit. I froze some, and then we used some in a frying pan with some avocado oil and did like a carnitas. And I used that. We did some organic corn tortillas and some shredded cabbage and a little bit of a sauce. I think I used a sour cream and a Mexican hot sauce with a squeeze of lime. Delicious carnitas tacos for dinner. Then I can use the other for adding some low-carb barbecue sauce and doing like a coleslaw. So 4 to 6 ounces of the shredded pork is about 35 to 40 grams of protein and maybe 300 calories. That's a meal that will definitely go in rotation for us. I love carnitas. Another option is shrimp. Shrimp is easy and quick to cook. It's often frozen. So wild caught shrimp, a pound of shrimp is about 115 grams of protein, and a half a pound of shrimp on your plate with a salad or any other type of delicious sauteed veggie makes a wonderful meal. And who can't use 50 grams of protein in a sitting? It's rich, it's delicious. It's something maybe you haven't done for a while. You could saute it on the stovetop. You could put it in your air fryer. Lots of ways to quickly enjoy a high quality meal. So those are great ways to nourish your body. I'll just say that, we're moving into the holidays. It's really easy to let your guard down and give up, but you're not going to do it this time. You're going to stay strong. You're going to enjoy having a body that you love being in, putting on your holiday clothes that maybe didn't fit last year because you were fluffy. Give yourself the gift of flipping that switch that isn't broken, doing it for you, prioritizing yourself in a way that maybe you forgot how for a minute. Be brave and pivot into what feels like your superpower. These are a couple tips and tricks and things that I use in my practice. Motivation, accountability, success can be yours. I promise you. If you need help with your resolve, if you need help with your program, or your macros, or understanding how best to provide that for your body, jump on my website and scroll down. There's a jumpstart button. It's a scheduler. You can schedule it online. I know you have lots of choices in where you get your nutritional information. If this sounds good to you, if a pep talk like this helps you make it through and feel more successful, that's exactly what I'm doing this for. I want you to feel and be your best self. These menopausal years are a great time to reset and get your mojo back. Let's utilize every tool we have. Aging does not have to be terrible. Stumbling happens, but you're going to pick yourself up and turn that switch back on and enjoy living in a body that feels great. Until next time, thanks for being here. Subscribe, comment, let me know what's happening with you. I want to help you, and let's build a community that helps each other. See you next time.